35 days have passed. I sound like David Attenborough doing some kind of wildlife documentary. Anyway, forget about all that. But 35 days have passed and we've played 10 games. A game every 3.5 days. I can now see why all the top managers complain about the busy schedule. No wonder we get so many injuries to these professional players. They're professional athletes, expecting them to play every 3.5 days and pour everything into each game. Anyway, I know the question on everybody's lips, how are we doing in these domestic cups? Yeah, we're out of them both. They're overrated cups. So after that great win against Manchester City, I mean, if I'm really honest, I've still not recovered from that. I mean, that was some result, wasn't it? But then we played Arsenal in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg, played really well, and we beat them 2-1. Two-legged games, you probably want a little bit more of a margin than that, but 2-1 nevertheless, good result. And then we played at Manchester United 3 days later in the FA Cup third round, and they were winning in this game, and we managed to pull it back to 1-1. So Sancho puts United 1-0 ahead on in the 34th minute, but in the 82nd minute we piled on the pressure a little bit and 𝐁𝐂 gets us back level. But then we went on a little bit of a disastrous run. We got beat in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup in the second leg at 2-0 by Arsenal. And then we actually played our weird, quirky ways that the fixture list works. We actually played Arsenal in the Premier League then. And at the Emirates Stadium, we got beat 2-0 again. And then we went to Old Trafford for the FA Cup third round replay, and we got beat 2-1. So we're out of the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Carabao Cup, no disgrace. We got through to the semi-final, and the board were happy with that. That was one of their remits. FA Cup third round exit, not great. The board weren't happy about that. But as the same as last season, I think we drew Tottenham in last season's third round. This season, Manchester United. I mean, when they're shaking these balls up, where are the Stockport counties and the Plymouth Argylls and the South Ends? Because we never seem to draw them. Anyway, moving on. So, with the cups out of the way, then it was back into the league. We've got the Europa League coming up. We'll talk about that shortly. So Notts Forest, we beat them 2-1. So it could have been a bit of a banana skin this game, but we actually did the job. Ball goes out to target. Nice ball in, and Isaac slides it in for the first. And then a bit of shenanigans in their penalty area. Luis Alberto, but then it comes back out, and Isaac heads it in for his second. And then late on, 88th minute, Notts Forest get one back. And then we played Aston Villa at home, beat them 3-2. Crystal Palace at home again, we beat them 2-1. West Brom away, we beat them 2-1. So as our fairly standard fare for games goes, we conceded first. Then Luis Alberto with a peach of a free kick to get us back on level terms. And then Target playing really well out on that left-hand side. And Evan Nielsen. And finally, the Middlesbrough game, McAllister. We've missed consecutively 4 penalties. That was our 5th. McAllister did score that one for us. McAllister gets his second. We played really well in this game. It was a very, very good performance. Very switched on, very dynamic, very slick. Isaac gets the third. So today, in a bumper-packed edition, I need to stop doing that. I'm sounding like a TV broadcaster. But it's a bumper-packed edition. We've got 3 games. We've got the home leg and the away leg against Bayer 04 in the knockout stages of the Europa League. And sandwiched in between, we've got West Ham. So strap yourself in. 3-game edition. So I know I've not spoken an awful lot about the Europa League, but to be honest, I've been trying to catch my breath from all the games that we've been playing. I mean, the Caribou Cup, a replay in the FA Cup third round was really not ideal given the amount of games that we had to play. I mean, I've been having to cancel training sessions. We've gone 2 weeks without training at all because there's been so many games in there. And okay, training sessions, does it keep the players fit? Sometimes it can be too much, but I managed to keep the players really fit. I mean, I suppose the results would belie that because we got knocked out of both of them, but the players were actually really fit and really up for it. But you know, you're playing Arsenal at the Emirates, you're playing United at Old Trafford. They're always going to be difficult games. Anyway, a little bit of a catch up on the Europa League. So this is how the league finished. So Rangers did actually finish top with 13 points. We finished in second place with 12 points. So we did qualify, but in second place, not ideal. So today's game we are playing Bayer 04. We have got the away leg first, which in European competitions, as we all know, is really important. So the team for today is Ramsdale in goal, back four of Target, Arthur, KM. Now, I'm holding one hand up here. I made a slight boo-boo. I'm a football manager. I'm not good with letters and things. So I actually got his letters the wrong way round. I called him MK. It's not. His initials are KM. I've rectified it now. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. So yeah, back four of Target, Arthur, KM and Foyth. Bruno, deep line playmaker. Three across the middle, Alina, Luis Alberto and Anderson. McAllister is the attacking midfielder behind Isaac, the lone striker. It's a very nice ground, isn't it? It's I'm quite impressed. Bayer 04. Very nice, very pretty. Love it. Can you give that ball to Isaac now, referee, for, you know, his hat-trick in the game? Only joking, only joking. Well, first foray into the knockout stages of the Europa League. Fancy stuff. Ooh, bit of a let off there. That was a hell of a strike against the post. Oh, we've not turned up yet. We've had no shots whatsoever. That was a poor ball into the box. Go on, Foyth. Well won, lad. Inside Bruno. Isaac, stick it in. He has as well. Isaac's been a little... I was going to say he's been a little off the boil this season. I think he's actually scored 19 goals altogether, but yeah, there's been many games where he's been off the boil, really. He's not performed well, but maybe the big stage is for Isaac. Maybe, you know, playing in Europe, maybe if we do progress, he'll start scoring more goals and it will suit him playing in these big games. No, you had your foot on that, Alina, then. Why did you take your foot off it? Come on, mark up. That was a bit of a weak effort, wasn't it? We have been playing really well recently, though. Really well. We just need to keep switched on, and hopefully the rest periods I've been giving the players... We have started training again now, but I am leaving quite a few more rest periods in there because this... Oh, what was Foyth doing there? He ran away from the ball. Oh, that was a bit of a... I would say that was Foyth's fault. I mean, he just ran away from the ball. He just stood and watched that ball then. Foyth ran away from the ball. What are you doing, lad? Poor goal to concede that. Of course, as we know in Europe this season, away goals don't count anymore. So we're as you were with two-legged ties. It's just the score on the day, or the score overall. Played well out, Arthur. Although we could have done with finding a black and white shirt. Although we have got everybody back at the moment. There's only Isaac forward, so. Great save from Ramsdale. That's kept us in the game. Come on, lads, we need to get our foot on the ball, and we're not doing that at the moment. We're just hoofing it back out to them. I'm going to say we need more possession in the second half, which we actually do. Nobody going to chase that ball. 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐵 over the top, he heads it back. Get that ball through. Isaac, make a run. Well, he did. The keeper saved it. Did the keeper save it? Oh, he's offside. Come on, lads, you're letting them run past you. Yeah, the big hoofs are not really going to work when we've not got two up top. It's 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐵. Nope. Nope. Come back inside. Nah, he had a free man out on the right then. Whoa! So the risk of leaving is a little bit exposed. I've taken Elliot Anderson off. Wasn't having the greatest of games. I brought the young kid 𝐁𝐈 on up front. I would love to nick this game. 2-1 would be lovely to take back to St James Park. But if we draw this game, it's still a very good result. I'm just going to go a little bit positive and just start pushing a little bit. I mean, I do feel like, you know, this is a team we should be beating. I mean, we've got some tougher games ahead of us if we get through, but I would like to. And it's, yes, Isaac for 2-1. It's confidence building as well, isn't it? You know, you go away in Europe to a lovely stadium, packed house, and you score a goal, you win the game. It's real confidence building. You know, you can see like the shoulders start going back a little bit, and the chest pumps out, and it's all makes for character building. And going forward, we've still got the Premier League. I haven't actually shown you the Premier League. I should have done that really. But we're actually third in the Premier League at the moment. We're in the Champions League spot. So I made all my substitutions now. Dominguez had a really nasty injury. He's been out for a good few months. He's on a fitness today, but he's coming back. Let's give him the last 20 minutes or whatever it is of the game. And then I've changed the central defenders and my right wing back. Well, this is a really good performance, and it looks like we're going to come away with a 2-1 win. And we have. That's a very good result to take back to St James Park. Well, that was all a little bit hectic. Great result, but jumped on the plane all the way back here for the West Ham game. A jet-setting Gobby Gaffer. What next? We'll see you in the dugout for the West Ham game. So this is the state of play in the Premier League at the moment. So we've got Liverpool on top. They played 26 with 58 points. Manchester City are second, but they played 28 games with 57 points. We are third with 26 played, 54 points. Manchester United have played the same number of games on 52 points. So a win today, although it wouldn't actually take us second, would be joint second. So the team for the West Ham game, to see if we can keep that position or even do a little bit better and move up a little bit. Ramsdale in goal, back four of Botman, Arthur, KM and Foyth. Bruno, deep line playmaker. Three across the middle, Luis Alberto, Anderson and McAllister. Diaz is a shadow striker with 𝐁𝐂, the lone striker today. So again, I'm expecting 3 points today. Our expectations have got to be really high now. West Ham are 13th, 14th in the league, not having the greatest of seasons. So I do expect at home 3 points against these. There's no excuse for not getting 3 points. Go on, Diaz, slide that one in. Yes! Off to a great start. Off to a great start. It's well won by Bruno in midfield. Lovely ball through from McAllister. And Diaz slides it in for 1-0. No need to change very much at the moment. I'm going to stay on the balanced mentality. West Ham have picked the game up a little bit though. They have started coming forward a little bit, creating a few more chances. Can we cut that cross out? Played. Pick that ball up. Now just careful on the ball now. Just slide it to somebody. It's over the top for 𝐁𝐂 to run on to. And he's... You know, I think in the dugout here, I should keep quiet, shouldn't I? You know, I'm saying to Bruno there right now, just be careful with it. Oh no, we're going over the top to 𝐁𝐂, who makes a really good run and sticks it in for 2-0. Yeah, again, forget what your manager says. Just do what you want. As long as it creates a goal, we're all happy. 2-0. Right, come on, keep this out of the net. Whoa, at the post. Okay. I'm trying to say it very quietly, but I think with 𝐿𝐴, we've got a bit of a superstar on our hands. I mean, you know, the young kid comes into these games and, like the City game, he scored 2 goals in the City game. You know, he's not phased at all. Playing against, you know, going up against Ederson and you know, the Manchester City. Not phased at all. Right, what a 45 minutes that was. You've blown them away. Okay. There is a temptation to go to 2 DMs here, but it is a little bit early in the game to do that. So let's just leave it as we are for now. Played, Arthur, nicely picked out. Go on, Botman. You're not a left wing back, but what can you do down that left wing? Give the ball away is the answer to that question. Yeah, so Pellegrini is injured at the moment, and Target is very tired. The European extravaganza took a lot out of him. So nice head forward. Go on, Diaz. Botman, right, go on, you've got another chance now, Botman. What can you do? Luis Alberto, lovely ball in the box. Oh, what a lovely chip ball into the box. So Botman decided, no, I'm not going for a run, boss. I'm just going to give it to Luis Alberto because he knows what to do with it more than I do. And he certainly does. So that's 2 goals for Diaz in this game as shadow striker. Could be his new position. And now he's at the back helping out with the defence. Oh, look at this. Bit of a man of the match performance this. Oh, a ball over the top for 𝐁𝐂. What can 𝐁𝐂 do with this? Oh, he doesn't miss them. 4-0. Oh my word. I mean, most of the credit for that goal, well, a lot of the credit must go to Brahim Diaz for that. I mean, that run and that ball through. And 𝐁𝐂, I think that's his favourite goal. He loves getting that ball in that position, right side of the penalty area, on his right foot, and then just comes across the keeper with it. His favourite goal. So that's 2 for 𝐁𝐂, 2 for Diaz. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring Dominguez on and give him a run out. He's coming back from injury, so we'll definitely do that. I'm going to bring the new lad, Alexander Barr, on. And I'm going to bring Alina on for 𝐿𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐿, just freshen things up a little bit. I don't think I am going to go to DMs. I think it's 4-0. I'd be surprised if we lost the game from this. Oof. Particularly with saves like that from Ramsdale. What a team performance this is. Ramsdale at one end making death-defying saves, and we've got Brahim Diaz running the midfield, scoring 2 goals. The young kid 𝐁𝐂 is a superstar. Ooh, that was a bit of a wild kick. Oh, they've got one back. Maybe he should have gone to DMs. Cautious a little bit. Oh, here we go. Another free kick in. Headed out. Botman. Played. Go on, 𝐁𝐂. Corner flag. Take it to the corner flag. Corner flag. Right, you've got a bit of support now. Little bit of support. You could go back with it. If you just turn round, you could have gone back to your wing back with that ball. Kept possession. But we've picked it back up again. Oh, that was a poor ball forward. Get your head on it. Played. McAllister. Nice turn. Ball forward. Go on, break the back line. Oh, penalty. No penalty. You're having a laugh, referee. Ooh, that was a good save from their keeper. Okay, my last sub of the game, and I brought the young kid Silva on in defence. Played Anderson. He didn't have the ball under control very well, though, did he? Alina over to 𝐁𝐂. Can 𝐁𝐂 get his hat-trick? Oh! Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? If 𝐁𝐂 got his hat-trick, that would be really nice. Don't think it's going to happen though. A 4-1 win. Amazing stuff. So we're getting a little bit giddy now. We've got a game in hand at Manchester City, level points with them. And we're actually only a point behind Liverpool, who are top. Still quite early days yet though. There's was that 11 games to play for us. There's 11 games to play, and United are breathing down our necks. Well, it's getting very exciting and a little bit nervy. I've ordered some more tablets. Keep taking the tablets. That's what they keep saying to me. Anyway, little matter now of a European second leg against Bayer 04. We'll see you in the dugout for that one. Well, we got the job half done in this tie. Let's see if we can get the job fully done against Bayer 04. Team for today. Ramsdale in goal, back four of Target, Arthur, Silva, Foyth, Bruno in front of the back four, Luis Alberto, Anderson, McAllister the middle three, and I'm playing Diaz as a shadow striker and 𝐁𝐂 up front. See if they can do the same thing that they did against West Ham, because they have got quite a problem in Europe, as I've spoken about before. All this malarkey about homegrown players in nation and club, and we don't really have them. I'm working on it. I am working on it, but it's going to take a few years to come to fruition, particularly the trained at club. I am working on that. We'll have to see how it goes. But we are a little bit depleted. Our squad's a little bit depleted for the European competitions. 𝐁𝐂's missed one. What's that all about? 𝐁𝐂 doesn't miss shots like that. Back to him again. Oop, what's going on there? What's happening? Another corner. Oop. You never know, do you? The whistle goes, you think, oh, penalty. No, it's just another corner. Calm down. Try it again. It's a bit of a... No, that was easy for the keeper. Made a bit of a mess of that one. Not what we did on the training pitch at all. So we have got that 2-1 lead that we're taking into this game. As long as we can keep them quiet. Then we'll be okay. So we're bobbing on nicely to half time now. We are quite well on top in the game. Well, we're 60 minutes into the game now. Not an awful lot happening. I think substitute a clock. So Bruno's on a yellow. We'll bring Dominguez on. He can carry on his recovery programme. And Alina can come on in midfield for Anderson, who is injured. Botman can replace Arthur. He's looking a little bit tired. And Trippier can come on for Foyth. I'll keep one substitute up my sleeve for now. We're just kind of to be aware of tired legs. Was that a good save, or did that... It's been a very poor game, this one. Very, very poor. That 2-1 away leg paid dividends. Well, you know I always like a little bit of a pat on the back myself, and I'm not behind the door when it comes to saying, I've won something. I won Manager of the Month. So a nice little winning run there. 3-2, 2-1, 2-1, 3-0 and 4-1 against West Ham. Got me Manager of the Month. They obviously recognise brilliance when they see it. I'm only joking again. I do a lot of that. So it's very exciting. We now have the draw for the last 16 in the Europa League. It's very shiny, isn't it? Very colourful. So match 1 is Sevilla against Eintracht Frankfurt. Match 2, Wolfsburg versus Arsenal. Tough one for Arsenal, that. Match 3, Fiorentina versus Nice. Match 4, Bilbao against Shakhtar. We're always last out of the hat, aren't we? Match 5, Benfica, Real San Sebastian, Borussia Dortmund, all against Lazio. So we're at home in the first leg. Who have we got? Sporting, Portuguese side. And match 8, Sassuolo against Rangers. And there's the full draw. So could have been worse. I would have liked to have been away first, but you know, we can't have everything. So just having a look at Sporting's tactic here, and I think we can safely say very defensive. So not a bad little episode. I'm going to leave you with the league table, which is looking rather nice at the moment. So Liverpool and Manchester United have both dropped points in their last game. Liverpool only drew against Arsenal, and United actually got beat 4-2 by Leeds. So that leaves us nicely in third place. 27 games played, 57 points. Manchester City have played one game more than all of us. So their position is looking a little bit under threat. If we can win that game in hand, we could actually go, I mean, potentially we could go top of the league. But let's not get carried away, shall we? There's quite a bit of football still to play. We have 11 games to play in the Premier League, and as we've just seen, we're still in the Europa League, and some success in that would be really nice. I mean, even if we can just continue for a few rounds, and you know, there's some tough teams in there, but you never know. On the day, these two-legged games, as we saw against Bayer 04, you know, we won away, drew at home, picked the points up, move on to the next game, and that's all you can do, isn't it, in football? So we'll be back very shortly, and we've got some big games coming up, so it won't be that long before we're back. We've got Chelsea to play, and we've got the 2 European games to play, so we will be back for those. So stay tuned, it's getting very exciting. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. If it's the kind of thing that you'd like to see more of, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, and we'll see you next time for more from me, the Gobby Gaffer.